Hello everybody, this is Mystic Games coming at you with a Northgard video. Today we're going to be talking about my favorite clans to play. This is obviously going to be an objective list. I'm sure everybody has their favorite clans in this game. I might go a little in-depth more in the future. I specifically want to do a conquest because that's one of my favorite game modes to play on. But I'm going to talk about essentially just my favorite clans to play and why I like them. We're going to go in order. The only clan that I'm missing currently that is not on here would be the Hound that is released. I will discuss them at the end, as they are, I believe, the only clan missing on this list. We're going to open up with Stag, and we're going to try to go in the order of kind of how the game has them aligned. Stag is your fame clan. They are very interesting to play. I do enjoy the Scalds, which is a unique unit that they get for their happiness building, which can also provide you with money if you get the lore, which I find very nice. It makes them have the ability to gain fame as well as extra gold. This is one of my favorite base clans to play. I used to not like them. Very early in the game when I first started playing, I did not like the Stag at all. I probably would have put them in D. And again, this isn't power. This is just for fun. Like, how much do I enjoy playing them? I would put them in B. I think as a overall clan, like in my pleasure of playing, I would say, you know what, I'm actually going to put them in A. I really enjoy Stag. I really enjoy using them. I enjoy the Scalds. I enjoy the valorous leader. Wow, I just butchered that, guys. I enjoy this clan very much. Now, most of the clans, I will kind of state this before we go in, they do have a similar play style in the sense of the idea behind all the clans except the kingdom clans, you know, the lion and the stoat, are essentially the same idea. They may have a couple unique buildings, and they may have a specialization such as Stag being fame, but they do play generally the same. So I just want to, other than their bonuses and stuff, I do want to mention that. But Stag is definitely one of my favorites to play from the base 6 factions. I've actually grown to like them more over time, and I think they're a very solid start for starting players as well to get to know the game. Next we're going to go with the Goat clan, which, interestingly enough, specializes in sheep. I'm going to put them in B. I'm a very economy-heavy player, and the Goat is good at feasts. That is what their specialization is. They are to produce food and feast and make more sheep. I don't have much else to say about them. I mean, that's pretty much what they do. They're economy focused. They're a very good support clan. And I do enjoy them. I think they're unique enough and interesting enough where I don't mind playing them. I don't mind playing them with my friends. You know, I enjoy the sheepfolds. I think they're interesting, unique building and mechanic. And I do like playing them. Next, we're going to go with Wolf. I'm going to put Wolf in D. And that's because there's a lot of other clans now that have come out that are more combat focused. And I think Wolf doesn't do the job as fun as some of the other newer clans do. That being said, is Wolf a bad clan? No, it's not. It's just my personal preference. I don't like them that much. Even when I played the base game, I wasn't that much of a Wolf enjoyer. I will say that this clan is very well liked by a lot of people. So it has its merits. I'm just not a combat-focused person. I tend to try to not achieve victory via combat. For me, combat is a means to slow the other faction down to win by other means. But that, you know, that's how I enjoy playing the game. Everyone has their way. Raven is S for me. Especially out of the original 6, I love the mercenaries and I love the money. So this is the money and the trade clan. And oh my god, I love this clan. This is one of my favorite clans to play. I have played their conquest twice. Maybe actually, I think I actually played the Raven 3 times. I think I played the Stag twice. But this is one of my favorite base clans. I think the mercenaries mechanic where you're able to send a troop to attack a coastline or even a town hall eventually is just a unique and very cool mechanic. I also like the whole idea of crowns and how crowns operate for them. And just like boosting up my marketplaces and stuff like that, and boosting up my long ships and all that kind of stuff for more gold. They have some cool exploration lore. There's just a lot going on with the Raven, and I really enjoy them. They're also really cool. They're Odin's. The clan is based on Odin's ravens, which is pretty cool. All these clans are based on a certain animal in the lore of Norse lore, or Viking lore essentially, but it's Norse. And I would say that out of so far in the list, the two coolest are probably the Raven and the Wolf. Have probably the best lore. These are very basic. Anyways, that's kind of an off topic. We might talk about that later in a video about like actual Norse lore for each animal, because I think that'd be interesting for people that don't know. The Bear Clan. Wow, where do I put the Bear Clan? I think I put them in D. And this, I just don't really like the whole winter reduction penalty that's like, I would argue, is their big focus. I will say I do like their relic. I do like the war chief getting the sword that like slows everybody when it strikes, hits the area. I think that's pretty cool. But other than that, there's not much redeeming for the Bear Clan. At least for me personally, I don't enjoy playing them compared to the other clans. Now, Boar, the Lore Clan. The Great Boar of Norse mythology. Where would I put them? E. Do not like Boar. Hate Boar. Everything about Boar. Do not like Boar at all. The clan is a lore clan. They don't really have anything, in my opinion, that helps them achieve their victory. Their lore tree doesn't really do anything like special with lore, which is really weird to me. And then it also has a ability called like Handiwork, which increases the production of non-upgraded buildings. Yet it doesn't really do anything beyond that for when you upgrade them. I think it has like an additional effect, but the additional effect doesn't really help that much. This clan is just really weird to me. Whenever I talk about the Boar, I'm just upset. I think they have a couple good lores with like happiness and stuff that seems cool. I think being able to take a zone with wild creatures is really cool, and then like use them to defend it. But like, other than that, like their victory is supposed to be like the lore clan, and I just don't feel like they really achieved that. I wish that they would rework them and make lore more important for them, or give them additional lore upgrades like right off the bat that increase lore, or do something in a unique way. But until they do that, I just don't think they are fun. So yeah, we're gonna get into the DLC now. I'm gonna talk about the snake. The snake is a C for me. Again, I'm not a very combat focused player. I'm not into that, but these guys are interesting. Like, they have a hit and run ambush type style of play, which I think is extremely cool. If I were going to play between them and the wolf, I would always pick the snake. I think the snake is just more fun. I think it's more interesting. I think the mechanics are cooler, and there's not much else to say. I like the hit and run tactics. I think that's just cool. It also works with my playstyle more than, the wolf does, because if I wasn't going to try to achieve a war victory, this would still allow me to annoy the enemy enough where it might slow down their progress, and that the snake is good at that. So yeah, I put them in C. The clan of the dragon, which is also the Nidhogg clan, which is a very important Norse creature, I'm going to put them in probably A. They're one of my favorite war type clans. I greatly enjoy the clan of the dragon. I think there's a lot going on, and that includes in economy base. Like, I think they have a really cool economy. I will argue that their economy, you're gonna either do really like this clan to me is like you're gonna do really well or you're going to die. There's really no in between depending on how the game's going for you, because I feel like once your economy starts taking hits, it's very hard to maintain it. But I guess that's really with any clan. But I will say they're one of my favorite combat, because they are considered more of a combat clan than the others. There's a couple lores that I don't care for, but are very strong. And one would be, I'm trying to think of the name of it. The one where you get bonus damage if there's no other military units. I think it's like 100%. It like essentially doubles their damage. That's very good for being able to kind of spread out your warriors into different zones to set up a defense until you get the rest of your troops there. So you can do that in an outer zone, maybe just leave one guy while you go do something else, and they will get a combat boost, and with a tower that will help you hold an area much better. They also get a little whirlwind spin attack on their warriors, which is just cool. They're a cool clan. Now, horse. I like this clan. Do I enjoy them? Who do I enjoy them more than? I don't think I enjoy them enough to put them. I think I put them in C. For my personal preference of playing. I've actually replayed their Conquest, and I actually did a second Conquest. I just haven't played them in a while. I was like, I really enjoyed Horse. I replayed their Conquest. I just didn't enjoy it. The clan itself, it's strange. It's like the Forging clan, which I do like them for the forging, the mining. They're kind of the forging mining clan, and I think that's a cool concept that they went into, and I think they are very strong. I feel like you're able to get your war chiefs out pretty easily, although they do require a building that you don't need, I would argue, like right off the bat, but you need it to get the war chiefs, and I think that in itself kind of slows them down. But other than that, they are a relatively good clan. They have the war chiefs able to get two. You can spread them out, although they tend to be better together, I would argue. The clan is interesting. They're not one of my favorite clans, and the more I've played them, the less I care for them. I just don't think they... I'm going to put them behind Snake. Snake, I feel like, has enough uniqueness where it trumps the horse. And again, this isn't based on their abilities, like how good they are. This is based on my personal preference. I want to really stress that in this video. And I would like to hear what you guys have to say about your clans, like where you would put the clans, what you think is better. And I do plan on doing a conquest of these in another video, and actually going through like their special missions and their special bonuses, because that's my favorite way to play. For Kraken, I'm going to put them in A. I have recently started replaying a game with Kraken because they made changes, and I never went back and played the Kraken after these changes were made. And I like them. I think they're way better for the changes that they made. And so far I've been really enjoying them. But yeah, so I need a little more practice, but I would put them in A right now. I've always liked the Kraken. I think the coast idea is really cool. There are a couple of changes that I'm noticing with them, with the Spectral Warriors, and that is kind of weird to me, but I do overall enjoy the Kraken clan. So I'm going to stick them in A. I don't have too much to talk about. I think they are fun. I think they are unique enough, and I really enjoy playing this clan. Ox, on the other hand, I don't enjoy as much. Where would I place Ox? I don't even know if I can put Ox that high because I don't... I guess I'd probably play Ox more than I would play Horse. Like, I feel like I enjoy them more than Horse. Now that I've played Horse more, I would actually say I probably enjoy Ox more for the playstyle. It's more like you have one worker instead of two, so you have to kind of get used to doing that. Overall, they tend to be more powerful, especially once you get upgraded buildings. Each unit does more, but it also eats more food. The clan and the leader focus of this clan is interesting and unique overall, and I do enjoy playing them. I think C is a fitting spot for Ox for me. Lynx, I'm going to put in B. I'm not even going to put them lower than C. I like Lynx. Sadly, I like Lynx because they have archers, which are trackers. I think they're awesome. I think Lynx, the overall theme of Lynx is really cool, but I feel like they failed to do it in a good way. I will mention that. But I do like playing them. I just think the feel that they tried to give them is there. Like, when you look at them and you see them and, like, what they want you to feel, I just don't feel like it was in a good way. It's hard to explain verbally what I'm trying to say with this clan, but the whole hunter aspect of them is really cool. I like the two cats. I actually really don't like the war chief or the leader, like the old grandma that kind of like walks around. I'm not a big fan of her. I feel like these guys should have had some like huntress or something, you know, that uses a bow. I think that would have made more sense with the two cats. Like, you get a ranged war chief, and then you have two, you know, snow leopards with you. But I do enjoy the clan overall. I'm just not going to put them higher. If they got the theme and made it play and you could actually feel the theme, I'd probably put these guys in S or A. I'd probably even put them in S if they really nailed it. I just don't think they nailed the theme on them, and therefore I don't enjoy them as much as I should. That being said about Squirrel, I'm going to put Squirrel in A. I like Squirrel. I like Squirrel more than Goat. They are support. They have a unique meal feature. I think they did a good job on the meal feature and the cooking and all that. I think it's cool. I think it's unique. I think it's fun. Also, you can use them as an AI along with the Goat, and then play any other clan just for, you know, if you're just messing around or you want to just play around with a clan, because then you're going to have additional support. And then they'll give you feast, and these guys will give you meals, and it makes the game really fun. It kind of lets you play around with a clan that, if you're trying to learn, you might not be super good with, which is always fun. I think the Squirrel provides just fun, and I think it's good for, you know, your friends to be able to play Squirrel to support you. And I'm not going to say much more about it. I think it's just a fun clan. I think the theme and everything works well for the clan, and I do enjoy playing them. We're going to move on to the Rat Clan. Oh my god. So, the Rat Clan is really cool. Do I like to play the Rat Clan? I don't. I'm going to put them in E. I'm going to put them in higher E than Boar, because they at least make sense based on their, like, what they're supposed to do. I hate the overwork system. And I'm not saying it's bad. I just don't like it. And then the healing system, and then not having too many injured. Like, you're supposed to have injured units. That's how this clan plays. They're supposed to spread plague and pestilence. That's how the clan's supposed to play. The theme is actually dead on. Like, I actually think this theme is stronger than the Lynx. Actually, I was going to say maybe stronger than these guys, but I actually feel like they do their theme very well. I would actually say their theme is strong. I just don't like the play style. I like to have all my things topped off, healed. I like my economy to be booming. I don't like to have like lulls in my economy and ups and downs. And they kind of play in a style where you're going to be having that, and it's just not for me. As I said, I'm very economy based. I will say I hate facing these things as AI. They just create a massive army no matter the difficulty, and they slam into you. And I've had like maps where they're getting attacked, like in Conquest, and I don't want to go too deep into Conquest because it's not what this is about, but where there's like AI attacking you, and them like neutral AI, and they will straight up, I've had them attack me while they're getting attacked, like over and over, and I'm like, how are you not dead? This clan annoys me to face, and I just do not like playing as them. So that's where I put the Rat Clan. I'm not, again, they're not a bad clan. I have enjoyed playing them. I just put them down here. They're not for me. The Eagle Clan is a interesting clan. It's kind of like, I would consider this a scouting clan. I would also kind of consider the Raven scouting clans as well. I'm trying to think, do I like the Raven? They do definitely fit the theme of being like scouters and how they collect their resources and get their buried caches. Where would I put them for my personal enjoyment? I would argue that I do like them. The sad part is I just like Raven better. And I think that's why I would put them lower. But I'm going to put them behind Snake. Their War Chief really doesn't do anything special. She has like blind in the tree. I think the buried caches is really cool. I think the Falconeers, you know, scouting and then doing buried caches is a pretty cool idea. I think if I didn't like the Raven Clan so much, I would like them a lot better. And I think that's literally the only reason I would put them in C. Yeah, I don't have much else to say about them. I think they are fun though. Like, I've played them. I just really like Raven. I like money. So Lion Clan. This is our first Kingdom clan. This is the one that's more based on essentially lore or religion for them. It's like faith. I'm not a big fan of the Kingdom clans. I will say I'm a fan of the Kingdom clans in the sense that the Vikings and the English fought a lot. So in history, I'm a big history buff. You guys can tell, like, I'm talking about mythology and stuff when I'm talking about this. I'm actually a big fan of history. I like the fact that Kingdom clans were added for the game for the story mode because it made sense to go in that direction in a way. And I kind of wish they actually leaned into like King Arthur or something. That's the way I probably would have did the Kingdom clans if I were Shiro, because you can use King Arthur. It's not like a license. You can just use the name, and I think that would have probably been a more interesting way to go with the clans, doing like a court, like King Arthur's court, maybe getting like specialized lords that were, you know, your like war chiefs essentially, like getting, you know, you get Arthur, you get the relic, you get the blade, but you have to unlock like Lancelot, and you have to unlock, oh my god, I was gonna say Guinevere, but that's the girl. There's a guy that has a G in his name too, I believe. But there's like different tiers of people on the you know, council, like the round table, and Lancelot would be like one of the big ones, I believe. And then obviously King Arthur himself, and then there was like 2 lesser ones, but you could there's way more than that. But what I'm saying is you could have made like 3 people, and once you get them, like King Arthur, like upgrades as you unlock them. I think that would have been a cool way to go about the kingdom and make something interesting there, going that way. But again, they obviously made up their own stuff. That's a side note. But where would I put the Kingdom clans? I don't enjoy playing the Kingdom clans. I'm going to actually probably put them here. I will say that they are unique, but is unique fun. And by the way, I put Stoughton B. I do, out of the, I'm going to pretty much tell you guys right now, I'm basing these two on each other and nothing else on the list. So if I were to play one of these clans, I would play Stout, pretty much. I like the economy, as I said before, based system, and I like the idea of having like different lords looking over your plots of land, and then each lord kind of puts tariffs on them. I think it's a cool idea. I think it's better than the original Faith idea based one. As I said, I wish they did something. If they were to do it, I would recommend they do something like a King Arthur build if they were ever to make another clan. But I would think King Arthur would be a lion, if I remember. So I don't know if that would work. But yeah, they need to. This one's more of economy. This is more faith-based, which is like lore. So you could do another clan with this and make it like a war-based clan. And that one I'd probably do like Knights of the Round or something, where you get like a hero, your main war chief, and then as you unlock more heroes, he becomes stronger. And then maybe there's a relic that's like a sword or something that gives them a certain attack or a special ability. That'd be really neat. Anyways, thematics. We need thematics. Cool, unique features. So we're going to do Owl, and then we're going to talk about Hound separately, and I will tell you where I would put Hound. Owl is extremely unique. It's lore-based. This is actually, right, I'm calling this the lore clan. This is the lore clan. Like, the new lore clan, the DLC lore clan. I think this does a better job than this. And that's what I'll say. I like this clan more than I like this clan. The only thing I don't like is some of their lore is put into, like, tree branches, and then it affects certain zones, whereas these guys would just get the overall power of it. I think it limits the power of some of it, but I think the idea behind the clan is very cool. I'm going to say for Owl, I'm going to say C. I think the unique way the clan plays, they're very strong, by the way, so this is definitely not a power rating, but for my personal like enjoyment in playing them, I just don't find them that much fun comparatively. I would actually probably put them behind Snake, the way they play. It took me a few playthroughs to even like understand how to make them function, which is kind of like scouting and then finding stones around the map and then getting them. I also feel like getting an early couple of stones nearby, like right beyond your veil of like next tile, makes them a lot more effective because you can get more people getting more lore, which is essentially like your wood. And it just makes them even better. So I'm going to put them in C. I think they're a solid clan. I think they're very strong. I just don't care for them. This is not my play style, I guess. I find it's just weird. It's so different, but laid out the same as the others. I think it just, I'm going to put it this way. I'll be real, guys. I think it confuses me, honestly. Like, I'm not saying I can't play them. I just think, with a brain of literally everything else above here on the list when I'm playing these guys, and they're so similar in buildings. So I see it, and I'm like, I can't do what I would do because I don't have the resources a lot of the time initially, because I have to go into them, like, playing them to really get into the groove to play them, because everything else has the same stuff for the most part, but plays extremely different. So we're going to put Hound next. I don't have Hound. For the Hound, I would put them in A. And I'm gonna use the wolf for them. I would put them in A. And it's because I like the idea of building up my troops and making them stronger. The whole animal spirit thing is cool. It's a cool idea. I want to say it's relatively unique to them. I don't think there's really anyone else that does like an animal spirit type thing. You could argue that the Dragon Clan kind of does, like, you know, they take in dragon essence and turn into this like dragon warrior essentially. But they're, you know, each one has like its mastery of, and like what kind of food it kind of goes with, and I think it's really cool. I think it does what the wolf was trying to do, but it does it better. So I'm going to put them in A. They're also a very strong clan, obviously. Most of the new clans tend to be very strong. I really enjoyed playing them. multiple ways. I actually came back to the game during the Hound. I took a lull from the Kingdom clans. I think Owl, Stoat, and Eagle came out, and I skipped Eagle for a while. I skipped Owl, and I skipped the Stoat, and then once Hound came out, that's when I purchased everything when it was on sale, and then bought the Hound, and I've been playing again since then. And I think the Hound, especially out of the 4 last ones I said, I really enjoy the most. So that's my tier list for what I enjoy playing. If you guys want to hear what I have to say about Conquest, I'm going to go through each of the clans and talk about their Conquest bonuses. I'm going to talk about the individual maps, at least the ones that I have the list of, because I do not have them all. Some of them I'm going to have to do from memory. I'm going to kind of go through and do a Conquest. Who do I like the most in Conquest? Who do I think had the best bonuses, and how strong do I think they are in Conquest due to those bonuses, and how their maps work with each of the clans. Like, does it fit the theme of the clan? Or something to that level. Anyways, tell me what you guys think about my tier list in the comments below. Tell me what you guys think about your favorite clan and what you would swap. I mean, really, this is all objective. It's what you guys like. So tell me what you think, and I can't wait to hear. This has been Mystic Games. Like, subscribe. I'll see you in the next one. Later, guys.